Morning, Miss Elmi here. How are you guys?
Fine, Miss.
Morning. Hi, Yusef.
Good morning, Miss.
How are you guys?
Fine, thank you.
Thank you. I'm really glad, guys, seeing you today. I hope you're all doing fine. So today, this is our first session in SST. So Miss Joelle and I prepared all this for you guys. So I hope you will learn something. So let's just wait for a couple of seconds for some of your classmates. Okay, so Mohammed Khalif, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
And Yusuf Aljuri?
Yes.
All right, so only 3 of you for now. Thank you, by the way. I'm sorry? Don't worry, she can come into our class a bit later. Okay, so as I've said, I hope you're all doing great, guys. And we can start our lesson for now. So we are in critical thinking skills, okay? So we will be applying critical thinking skills in a thoughtful or in making a thoughtful or reflective decision. Okay, so let's start with our learning objectives. Okay, so we have 2 learning objectives in this lesson. So number 1, we will apply the steps in the decision-making process to historical and present-day situations. So meaning to say here, guys, so we will apply the steps in decision-making process to historic, right? So in short, you will be learning the steps in making a thoughtful or, as I said, reflective kind of decision in our everyday life. And number 2, we will examine issue related to Lewis and Clark's expedition. Any of you remember about Lewis and Clark story? I think we taught this in grade 4 about the story of Sacagawea. Do you still remember?
Yeah. No.
Yusuf and Khaled, Mohammed, can you tell us something about it?
She was an American Indian living in places near the U.S.
Okay.
When Lewis and Clark visited her village, they wanted someone to translate for them the language of other American Indians. So they took Sacagawea with them, and then they started to explore the river and went on great expeditions together.
Excellent, Yusuf. Wow, that's very lovely answers. So we are going to relate, guys, our lesson to this lesson to Lewis and Clark's expedition, since we're talking about
Miss.
Yes, tell me. Hi, Misk.
Miss. Hi.
How are you, Misk?
Hi.
All right, so let's continue. Please raise your hand and let me know if you can hear me clear or not, okay? So let's continue in the next slide. Yes, Yusuf, tell me.
You said raise your hand.
No, I mean if you have a question. All right, so let's keep it up. So before we start, before we go further, guys, I have a very good brain teaser for you. So let's see how smart is grade 5. All right, Yusuf, can you read it for us?
A rooster is on the top and the roof of a barn facing east. The wind is blowing to the west at 10 miles per hour. The rooster lays an egg. Which direction does the egg roll?
All right, thank you so much. By the way, welcome. Hi, Sheka.
Miss, I'm sorry I'm late.
No problem, Sheka. So just settle yourself and let's continue, okay? So anybody, can you see the screen clearly?
Yeah. It will go to the east.
Okay, Ahmad, so your answer, it will go to the east. What
No,
else?
He doesn't lay an egg because he's not a real rooster.
So what is it, Yusuf?
He doesn't lay an egg because he's a rooster. He's a plastic one.
It's a plastic one. So let's see, it's a real one. You're almost there, Yusuf. Remember, guys, we're talking about critical thinking, right? You're almost there. You're almost in the correct answer. So let's see, let's pretend.
Miss, you will not fall because, I don't know. Oh my God.
You can try.
Miss, the egg will not roll on any side because he is facing the east and the wind is blowing to the west.
All right, so thank you for trying. By the way, Yusuf, as I said earlier, you're almost there. And this is the answer.
Miss, I know.
Yes, Sheka.
He will lay at the middle.
In the middle, all right. Go try.
Miss, I know.
Yes, last one.
When he lays the egg, he will not move because he will stay sitting on the egg, yeah?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid your answer is not correct. But here, guys, is the answer.
So go to the east.
Here, Yusuf got it right, actually. There is no egg. You know why? Because the rooster didn't lay one because it is a male.
But you didn't say it's a male.
But actually, as Sosi said, he's almost there because he said like it will not lay eggs. It's just he didn't explain that it is a rooster or because it is a male. See, this is what we're saying, guys, about critical thinking. So all this information, the one here, that wind is blowing to the west and 10 miles per hour, it is something...
Is this Qatar history or what?
No, this is SST, Sheka. Okay, this is it is all about critical thinking skill. Okay? So all this information, that's why you are very encouraged to learn more, guys, about critical thinking questions. So this one, as I said, are irrelevant information. So it's not only like, oh, this is the answer, all right away, we are becoming like or rushing in to answer something, right? So let's proceed. Here, look at these pictures.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell me, what are the examples of decisions you make every day?
Me.
Yes, Sheka,
I
tell
play.
me.
You play, you study, you eat, and you
you
play in your backyard.
Okay.
And by the car, like you go groceries or something like this.
Okay, so in short, so you decided to plan your activities in a certain day, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what about Yusuf?
Me, I take if you give me these decisions, I will take video games, not studying, and shoe not this one because it's for girls. And I will take a car, not a bicycle, and I will take a cola, not the other juice.
Okay, that's a good one. What about Mohammed?
Me, I will rather to take the bicycle so I can train, and the shoe for my bicycle, and play games and work on the Lego that I have.
Okay, and Aljuri, are you still there?
Miss, me, it's like all the same. I don't have
no, actually grade 5, it's not only about these pictures, but in general, in everyday, guys, can you tell me an examples? What are the decisions you make every day? Every day.
You need to study.
Okay. Okay, Sheikha, just hang on, Sheikha. Okay. Give me a second, Sheikha.
But also
I want to hear something from Aljuri. Aljuri, yes, tell me.
Miss, me, I sleep 5 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 6 o'clock, and then wake up 4.
Me too.
4
all right.
And 4 till the morning, and then from now, I'm tired, I want to go to sleep.
Okay, Misk. Hello, Misk.
Yeah.
Yes, what about you, my dear? Can you give me an example of a decision that you make every day?
I don't do anything.
Okay, just example right now. It is your decision, guys, to be online and have a listen with me, isn't it? That's an example. Yeah. Exactly. Every time you're waking up, or example, what I'm going to do first. Should I brush my teeth or should I take a shower or something like that? So those are very simple example. So every day, without knowing grade 5, we are making heaps of decisions. Okay, some it could be petty or pretty easy or something unimportant, but others have larger impact on our lives. Okay, so we will be learning more about how to make a very effective, sorry?
Like drinking water. Drinking water is a very good decision for your life.
Yes, but right now it's Ramadan, right? So it's your decision to drink or not. Isn't
My
it?
decision is not fast.
Sorry, Mohammed?
It's my decision to choose to fast or not to
Exactly,
fast.
yes. And we will be learning more about it if your decision is right or wrong. Okay, so let's continue. So here we have some thoughtful decision making. So I have, guys, some guide questions for you to remember, and we will be answering all this along our discussion. Okay, so number one, what makes a decision necessary? Number two, what are my options or what are my choices? And number three, what are likely consequences or consequences of each option? And four, how important are the consequences? And five, which option is best in light of the consequences? So all these things, we will be answering this along our discussion. Okay, so before I go further, what do you mean, by the way, by consequence?
The
effect.
The effect. Remember, okay, or the result of our action, right? It's the same thing in our lesson in English or in science. We talk about like cause and effect relationships. So consequences means the result. Okay, can we continue?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, guys. Okay, so here.
Miss, at the last of the lesson, I want to ask you a question.
No problem. You are all allowed to ask a question later, but let me continue this one. So why it matters? Sheka, can you read, please?
Okay. Okay.
A thoughtful.
A thoughtful decision is one in which you think about the results before you act.
So as I've said, yes. So as I've said earlier, you will be faced, guys, with many decisions during the course of your life. So I know you're in grade 5 and you're so young, but every day, as I've said, we are making decisions, right? And all decisions have consequences. It could be good or it could be bad. So who can give me an example, by the way, of a consequence? Give me one example.
Me.
Yes, Sheka.
I'm not, what means consequence? Yeah, I know. Like you're not sure what you get. Is it right or wrong?
Yusef, can you fix your camera? Yusef, you're upside down. Can you fix it, please? Okay, thank you. Yes, Sheka, can you tell me, give me a situation or a certain consequence of your action?
Like, I don't know.
For example, you do something or you did something. So, and then the result would be the consequence.
So now between these two shirts, I will choose one. I will choose that. Example. This or that.
So you're basing your answer here in the picture, okay?
That, the blue one.
So the blue one. So what would you think the consequence? Example, you choose that color. So what would be the consequence?
I know.
That it's the shirt that I used. That is it.
By the way, great.
No.
Guys, wait, give me a second.
I'm wrong.
Give me a second. This question or this picture is only an example. So you can give me more examples, guys, not only about this picture, the this and that.
Okay, Miss.
So just give me a situation. Yes, Mohammed.
Miss, why you don't show your face?
Later. I mean soon.
Miss,
okay, Mohammed, tell me.
If you choose that, you will always have a bad life because its face is like dead, so it's always bad. But the green one is happy, so we should choose the green one. That's the consequences of buying it.
Okay, grade 5. Remember, we're talking about critical thinking. I want to hear something from Yusuf.
That matches the robot. This matches the robot in the morning, but that matches in the night or that.
Okay, so let's continue here.
Both night,
by the way, okay,
Sheka,
just hang on, Sheka. Thank you. So what I'm saying here is a consequence. So we're making decisions every day, right? And then we end up, and then it results to something good or something bad. So can you give me an example of a situation that you already decided, and then what was the result of your action or or of your decision.
Oh, Miss, wow, it looks nice, but she like this.
And then?
And then they like it or not.
So you choose
I
something.
never made a decision. Miss?
Yes,
Let the
Mohammed.
Miss talk. I want to hear her.
I made a decision to build my own Lego pocket. So
Okay.
when my brother sees my money, he doesn't steal it.
Oh, so the consequence is, so what was the consequence?
Nobody can steal my money.
Okay, that's a good one. Yusuf, are you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you, Yusuf. Okay, so okay, guys, let's make it quick because we still have a lot of interesting activities for you here. Okay, so here are some steps, grade 5, so you can use to help you guys to make a thoughtful or reflective decision. So, Jury, can you read the first one or the step 1?
Make a list of choices to help you reach your goal.
Okay, so can you tell me what does it mean?
It means like you make like steps or list stuff that you want to reach your goal from. Maybe like you want to do snaps streaks in your phone for 1 week. You listed steps or listed. So yeah.
Okay.
Good on that.
Thank you for trying, Jury. By the way, grade 5, let me tell you this. So as I said, you make decisions every day, right? So even guys, you're choosing different kinds of clothes or what kind of clothes you're wearing right now, that's a decision. Don't you know that? Oh, I'm going to wear this shirt. Oh, I'm going to wear only jogging pants or whatever. And then those are very simple. Yes, Mohammed, those are very simple or kind of simple decision that we're making, but there are some long-lasting consequences. For example, when you go to university or to college, guys. So what college to attend could affect your entire life. For example, you wanted to be a teacher, you wanted to be a pilot or whatever. So you really have to think about your decision because it's a long-lasting consequence. So it will affect you guys in your entire life. So whatever decision you have for that kind of situation. So knowing what to predict or analyze the consequences, you will be able to make a better decision. So what Jury said, so make a list of choices to help you reach your goal. For example, you have already the target or the question for yourself, like what you're going to do or this and that. So you have to list, guys, you have to brainstorm what are the possible choices that could answer or for you to reach your ideas or objective, right? And step 2, Yusuf, can you read, please?
Gather information you will need to make a decision.
Exactly. So there's a lot of there, right? But I have a question for you. If you have a problem or you need to decide something, where can you get those information? Where are you going to get in? Yes,
library.
Mohammed? Okay, from the library, if you're going to search something, from the internet. Okay, what else?
You know why the internet? Because maybe if you go to the library, you'll get the virus. So you better just search in the library but from your house.
I will ask someone who did this decision and
Judy, show your
done with
face.
it.
Exactly,
Like
Yusuf.
my mom or my dad.
Yes,
I will ask
maybe
my mom or my dad because they made the decision and they could help me do my decision also.
That's perfect. It's really exact answer, guys. So in short, we get information from different people who have already different experience or will experience like expert people about their professions or about deciding something, right? So we have step 3. Mohammed Khalifa, can you read, please?
Step 3, predict the possible consequences of each choice and compare them.
Okay, so example, you are in a certain situation, right, to decide on something. So, oh, I'm sorry, we are in step 3. So you predict the possible consequences of each choice and compare them. So as I said earlier, so when you see consequence means the outcome of your action, right?
Result.
Okay, for example here, Are you still there, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So here in number
Miss, you
3
can't
step.
see our pictures.
Wait, because let me see. Who are so how many people right now? So Yusuf, Misk, Al-Jari, Muhammad Khalifa, and Sheka. Right? Okay. I'm sorry for this. Okay, so here in number 3, it means we have to explore alternative, or we're going to evaluate our choices. Then we can imagine the outcome, or you can have a perspective on the decision that you are making. For example, you're thinking to adopt a puppy. Do you like a puppy?
Yes.
Okay, for example,
a lot.
Okay, so what kind of pet? So let's see whatever kind of pet you wanna have, okay? So what do you think, guys, is the consequence of your action? So you who wants to talk first?
Me.
Okay, let's start from Yusuf, then go down to Muhammad Khalifa. Okay, yes, Yusuf, tell me.
It's me.
If I buy
Jerry,
a puppy or adopt a puppy, it will keep on making everywhere dirty. So I will need to clean up after him, and I will need to take him every day outside, but I can't because of the virus. So
In your
I
backyard.
need to go to buy for him food, and I need
Uh-huh.
every week or every day to make him do a shower.
Yes.
It will be hard. And
Exactly.
every week I
Every
need to
days.
take him to a nail clipper or a vet to check on him.
So in short, there are several
Lord,
consequences,
it's millions
right? It
and
could
millions
be.
of responsibilities.
Yes, Yusuf, you are right. So, okay, what about Muhammad Khalifa? Do you have something to say?
I don't want a puppy because any type of dog, they let the angels go out from your house. So I will adopt
Not
them.
in your house, in your backyard.
Yeah, I'll put it in my backyard.
Okay. Okay, sorry to cut you off.
Rather to adopt a cat.
Muhammad Khalifa. Okay, sorry to cut you off, Muhammad. But we need to continue, guys. We still have a lot of activities here. Okay, so the rest of you will share with guys in the end of the lesson, all right? So let's proceed because we have some activities. Thank you, Sheikh and Jury and Miss. Okay, number 4. So we have to make a decision. Since we already know we have the list of our choices, we already have some information, we have already the possible consequences.
Miss, I want to read step 4.
Yes, so we already weigh, guys, the consequences of that certain decision. And the last one is, yes, Sheka?
Step 4, make a choice and take action.
Okay, so now it is your final verdict. So what are you going to decide since you already have some information in your hand? So this is very crucial part of your decision. Okay, so you cannot take it or it's simple, take it or leave it. So whatever the consequences, you have to be responsible with the outcome, right? So here, as I've said, we have a very good activity here. So your test, we will be discussing it together. Your test would be, you're going to choose, guys, a destination.
Choose a decision for a field trip. Field trip.
So what you're going to do, remember the 4 listed steps that we just talked about,
it's to
right?
San Francisco or London.
Okay, so here.
From now I tell you.
Yes, Yusuf, let me read first. So you're going to consider all these steps, guys. So the previously lesson or steps that we talk about. So this one, I just wrap it up or I just specify it so that you can remember it easily. So you're going to go to a certain field trip. So you're going to think first, what is your goal of the trip? Example in the school, right? So it's not only like, oh, we have to go to Aspire or we have to go to museum or whatever. So there is a purpose. So there is a certain goal on a certain trip, right? So in step 1, so you may wish guys to describe your goal. For example, you want to learn about history. So if you want to learn about history, so which kind of place are you going to visit? Museum, exactly. Okay, so number 2, so what are the things that you need to know to decide on the trip? Example, in school, we're giving you something, okay guys, we have a trip on this place. So what are the things that you need to know for you to decide that, oh, I will go or I will not go? What are those things?
I will go to the trip.
Sorry?
Me?
Yes. So what are the things that you need to know for you to say that I will go or I will not go?
Miss, me. That, like, which place first we're gonna go and how many minutes or hours we're gonna stay, and
yes,
like my friends are gonna come or no, it's only me and it's gonna be bored and something like this.
Wonderful, Sheka. I like that answer. What about from Miss? Miss, I want to hear something from you. Hello, Miss. What about you, Miss? Example, you want to go somewhere. So what are the things that you need to consider for you to go or for you not to go?
You have to know what to pack in your bag. So.
Okay, that's correct. What else? What about Jury? Jury, what about you?
Is it fun or not?
Yes.
How long would it take?
Exactly. So in short, so you have to consider, guys, about your expenses. Is it
Jury, show
cheap?
your face.
Is it expensive or is it cheap or something affordable? Or of course, the one you said, it's about the time or how much time you need to travel, right? And step 4, what is your decision? So now you have all those informations from step 1 to step 3. So now you have to decide. Okay, so which place or destination for a field trip that you are going to visit or you're going to try. So those things, guys, following the steps will really help you to come up with a very good or kind of reflective way of decision. Right?
Decision.
Okay, so now
Jury, show your face.
It's fine, Sheka, no problem, Sheka. Okay, so now here we have 10 minutes left, grade 5. So let's wrap it up. So let's practice. So here. Okay. Mohammed Khalifa, can you read, please?
Imagine that you are looking for a route to the Pacific Ocean.
Okay, so try to think about it. So you're going to explore, guys, a route going to the Pacific coast. Okay? And Jury, can you read, please? Mohammed, just hang on.
Jury, what
about you?
Please.
Jury.
Please.
Jury, can you read? Below.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, below are the 2 decisions you might face.
Okay, so first thing, guys, as I said, you're going to pretend that you are an explorer. Remember about Lewis and Clark? Yes, so you're going to imagine that you are an explorer. So as a leader, as a leader, you must make a thoughtful decision, right? Yep. So here, your decision could mean life and death for your group. So you really have to think about your decision in each situation. So here, Yusuf, can you read? Yusuf, can you read the next one?
Below are 2 decisions you might face.
Okay,
1, when getting supplies, should you buy enough food for the entire trip or rely on hunting and gathering food along the way? You must carry your supplies you bring.
And number 2?
I would, at trading post, you must meet 2 French traders and a Native American. They speak several languages. Should you hire them or save money and keep your group small?
Okay, so remember the situation. It's really something about Lewis and Clark, right?
On the first question, I would take supplies. Yeah, I will buy enough food. It's good because it's better than hunting. And I would take the 2 French traders and the native, because when we are a little, we're not strong, but when we are a group, we're stronger.
Miss?
Yes, Mohammed, tell me.
I think
let's focus first, guys. Give me a second, please. Let's answer first number 1 together, okay? I want to hear something from you guys from number 1 question first. Okay, so Mohammed Khalifa, tell me.
I think they should hire their workers so they can get more, and then because when they get more, several people can work with.
No, Mohammed. Before you continue, Mohammed, we are still in number 1. Okay, we are still in number 1.
I think they should hunt because if they bring food, they will use money and they need to save money.
What about
think
Miss? Okay, thank you, Mohammed. What about Miss? Hello, Miss.
I think she left. Yeah, miss. No, she didn't.
No, she's still here. Miss, can you tell me, what is your idea in number one, Miss? You are an explorer, so look at this situation. So you're getting supplies. Should you buy enough food for the entire trip, or you're going to rely
Miss, enough
on
food, because maybe you run out and you're lost.
My dear, wait. I'm asking Miss. After Miss, I will get back to you, okay? Miss?
You should buy enough food for all, so if someone needs, we can feed them.
Okay. Remember, guys, that if you have all those foods with you, you're going to carry all your supplies to bring. So what do you think the consequences if you're going to carry all those stuffs with you? You pack a lot of stuff going to a long journey. So what do you think the consequence if you're going to carry all your supplies? Yes, Sheikha, I want to hear from Sheikha.
We need to bring food for everyone, because first we're gonna be all hungry. Second, if we get lost in the middle and we're all hungry, and then third is like, even though you're not lost or what, you need to bring food for everyone.
All right.
Because they came with you the trip. Because they're with you.
Miss, aren't we
supposed to,
Miss, aren't we supposed to do Qatar history today?
Not today, my dear. So maybe
tomorrow. Miss, when we're gonna be doing Qatar history?
Tomorrow. We don't have online class in Qatar history. Guys, let's continue. Yes, Yusuf, you have something to say.
Yeah, Miss. Muhammad Khalifa said that they should save money, but in wild, will they hunt by using money? No. So they should buy enough supplies, because what would money do if you're not in a place that people live in? It's only in the wild.
No, miss, they should give money so they can get workers. So then when they get workers, they can learn from them the languages so they can talk with other people.
But they still have a translator, which is Sakajiwaya. Why do they need to learn the language?
Guys, we are still in number one. Hey, I really appreciate that you're really thinking about your answer. I'm not saying that your answer is wrong or whatever, but I'm telling you, you have to weigh things. So for example, in the number one question, so we have, for me, okay, personally for me, I will bring less food than needed. You know why? It's a long journey. It will be long and it will be difficult. So why should I carry all those things with me, right? And second thing, I can gather, I can hunt food, or I can trade for food for different people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly. So there's no right, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. So the point here is you should weigh, guys, your decision. Exactly.
To be heavy.
Okay, so let's move on to number two. We're almost there. So number two, let me read it for you. So at a trading post, so you are already in the trading post, you must meet two French traders and a Native American. They speak several languages. So remember, guys, about Native American that we learn in social studies, right?
Yeah.
So there are several Native American people that we learn, and they speak several languages. So should you hire them, or you're going to save your money and keep your group small?
Hire.
Let's start with Yusuf. Okay, Yusuf, tell me your idea.
Hire.
So you're going to hire the people?
Yep.
Why? Tell me.
Because if you hire them, you'd have more people, and if you buy the supplies, the people you hire will carry the supplies with you. So it's easier.
So in short, it's a teamwork, right?
But when these three come with you, everything would be light because everyone would be holding something.
Great job. Okay,
like
what about Mohammed Khalifa?
And also because if he needs French workers and Native Americans, so like if the translator for him dies, he'll still have more translators.
Right. Remember the story of Sakajawiya, right? So they hire people, guys, that speak other languages. So because communicating is very important to travelers or to the explorers. So those people are very good very good in making instructions or giving instructions. So what about Sheka?
Yes. Yes, miss.
What about you? Are you going to hire people? Are you going to hire an interpreter for you?
Like it depends, because sometimes they're annoying, but sometimes they're not.
Okay, but remember, as I told you, okay?
But they're all together.
But remember the story of Sakajaweya, right? She's very, guys, useful to the expedition of Lewis and Clark because she knows as a Native American.
Miss, can you after the lesson open your face?
We're almost done actually. So those people, those interpreters can guide the expedition because they are very familiar with the geography of the region. Okay, so I guess, guys, that's for today. Again, I'm so glad that you spent your time with me, and I hope you will keep it up. So we have one more week for this school year. I hope you will always stay safe at home and just keep doing your
Miss, can you
task.
open your face now, please?
I will send it to you privately. Okay, so any question, if you have some question, guys, you can also leave a comment.
Miss,
or yes, tell me before we end up.
Miss, I didn't go out of my house for 1 month and a half now.
And why?
The coronavirus. So
of course, yes. Why I'm asking why? Exactly.
I went out before a minute.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, actually, guys, you can go out, but as long as it's just in the vicinity of your area, meaning to say not crowded. So we, of course, we need sunlight in the end of the day, right?
I have a garden. That's good.
All right, grade 5. So again, bye for now and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.